You can't block me. You can't block me. 57. Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check pass. Check pass.
On second down, Eckler. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
First down.
Seconds. 220. 50 seconds to mine. All day, baby. All day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
27 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
That's what I do.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, alert!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
180!
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Slam.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Come on. Watch the run. 57's Mike 57. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now on second and 13, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Out to his left. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Jackson on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
And he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Hayden Hurst, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
King. Check out, Reed. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here is Eckler. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Jackson operating from the gun. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker sets the kickoff.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Fresno.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox white.
Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Hey, alert 33.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Odell Beckham there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. 57.
You must be dreaming.
Tie that left, tie that left.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Ravens on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go, go. Rush in, rush in.
Operating from the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Joker, 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 Joker.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And they're able to to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A give, Eckler running to the right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, 46 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's taken in by Henderson. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Mike, 180! You remember me? You remember me?
On third down, Mayfield. This one complete to Troy Fumagalli. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Mayfield to throw it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Ravens 35, Browns 28. Austin Seibert sets the kickoff.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready. Hey, let's go now. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game.